Deshaun, this just in, man. Jamel and I are not scouts, so we don't know what we're talking about. However, when you listen to the pundits and the experts and the prognosticators talk about the quarterback class, and you in particular, it feels like people are overthinking it when it comes to you. They're pointing out all your shortcomings. I'm like, the guy, what else could he have done in college to prove that he's ready? Do you feel at all disrespected throughout this process?
I do, a little bit, just because of all the stuff I've done. Of course, I haven't been exposed to the professional league. I've only been in college. So, you know, they can say all that with the experience level. Of course, the only thing I've been experienced to and, you know, knowledgeable about is the spread offense, because that's all I've been asked to do in college. So I've been training and learning more professional offenses and terminology. But, you know, I just kind of handle my own. Do my own thing and make sure that I'm staying focused on the task at hand.
I get you got tunnel vision, you put blinders on, but
Right.
you lit up Nick Saban's defense twice in a national championship game. It's got to get to you a little bit, no disrespect, because we like Mitchell Trubisky. It's got
Right.
to get to you a little bit that a dude that started 1 year is being projected to possibly go ahead of you in the draft, right?
Right. Yeah, I see that all the time.
Does that bother you?
Not really, because you know, if they you know feel like he's the the #1 QB, then you know they salute to him, salute to those teams. But you know, I just like you said, I keep those blinders on, tunnel vision, and the teams that pass me up that need a quarterback, then hey, whenever I step on the field when we play against you, then you know you're just gonna have to handle me.
You got to learn the hard way.
Yeah, you have to learn the hard way. All the colleges did that who passed up on me, and I went to Clemson. They felt the same way, so you know they're gonna get the same treatment.
Well, one person who definitely loves you unconditionally is your college coach, Dabo Swinney. He compared you to Michael Jordan, which I'm sure by now has gotten back to you, and that if any team passed on you, it would be like passing on Michael Jordan. First off, how did you feel about him making that comparison?
They caught me off guard, actually. I was actually training in California, and so he was on the East Coast. And my Twitter and Instagram was just blowing up, saying, hey, he's not Michael Jordan, this and that. And trust me, I'm not Michael Jordan at all. At all. Maybe one day in 10, 15 years, I can be like Michael Jordan, LeBron James. But right now, I'm just a little rookie trying to make it into the NFL.
When you are in these meetings, whether it's the combine or your pro day or visits or whatever, what do you say to the teams? Like, what message do you try to get across? Like, a lot of guys are answering questions. I remember Peyton Manning, going back to the Michael Jordan thing, like regretting passing on him or whatever.
Right.
I remember Peyton Manning famously went into the rooms and said, if you don't draft me, I'm going to kill you for the next 15 years. You're going to regret it for the rest of your career. Do you tell teams, like, look, don't get cute, because you saw what I did in the statement. If you pass on me, don't say I didn't warn you. Do you tell teams that kind of thing, or you just kind of, play it humble?
I just play it humble, man. I let Coach Swinney say all that. I let him handle that.
Let the tape do the talking.
Yeah, so I let all the other stuff do the talking. But for me, I just kind of go in there. I don't even pretty much talk about football. I talk about my leadership and where I come from. Just the neighborhood I was raised in, how I got to this point coming from the projects, and then have to, my mom have to work and hustle. And when she was diagnosed with cancer, at age 15, having 3 jobs, really 4 jobs, going to school, playing football, taking responsibility, paying for the bills. This is like life and death adversity, and having shelter and food, for my family. So I kind of took it that route. And then, once I got to college, I was the face of college football for the past 2 years, playing the national championship, done everything I could do. And then, I just kind of leave that on them and let them make the decision.
You've definitely come from humble beginnings for those who probably may not have been familiar with your story. So my guess is it felt really, really good when you posted on Instagram your new Maserati. And look,
with the taxis.
With the taxis, yes.
The sneakerheads, I'm looking at the taxis
yes.
too, though.
Yeah, you had to start on them a little bit. And look, welcome to the club, because I have a Maserati as well. I got the Quattraport. What are you rocking? What is that? Which one is that?
Well,
that's what we doing now.
Actually, that wasn't mine. I was just test driving it.
You were
and so I didn't.
Sneakers were yours,
I'm actually gonna get my mom a car, and I was thinking about buying that one for her.
Okay.
So the owner let me test drive it, and I was this close to buying it, and then I was just like, hold on, I'm gonna wait, because she might like something else.
Okay.
So everyone thought it was my car, and I told people it wasn't my car. I'm not driving anything right now but a Camaro. But it's gonna be for my mom, so it might be a Maserati, Range Rover, whatever she wants, I'm gonna get it for her.
Soon enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a 2011 Maxima, dude, so we good. You know what I mean? That's Maserati shorty right
well, look,
there.
as somebody who owns one, look, you couldn't get a better gift and a better car for your mom. Free plug. There you go.
I was to say, you shouldn't be paying for a car anymore. But going back to your story, man, you know, a lot of people do know the Habitat for Humanity, Warrick Dunn, his foundation, helping to provide that new home for your family when you were young, as you mentioned. Where do you think you'd be if not for the Warrick Dunn Foundation and that home that he was able to provide for y'all?
Honestly, I think I'd be in the same position, but
Okay.
Not as smooth as it went once I got you know, to that house, because of course a lot of violence, so I would have probably, it would have been a rougher path, maybe. You know, I'm not even sure. You know, of course, the street life is right there. I have friends that chose that route, but, you know, those friends kind of pushed me towards the school and football because they knew I was the one to make it out that can inspire the whole community. But honestly, I just feel like I still had the mindset, you know, the people, the support cast, even from the neighborhood I grew up from, was leading me into the right route. And so I just kind of, it would have probably be the same position, but a little rougher path.
Now, you mentioned your neighborhood and where you grew up. Well, it turns out that your hometown in Georgia, they are naming a street after you. What does that feel like to know,
circle.
right, that you have that much hometown love that you're going to have Deshaun Watson way?
It's great. It's special. It's an honor. I thank them for that. And it was pretty intense for me and my family, just because, you know, it's hometown. I grew up and raised, and everyone kind of supported me, and the mayor and my high school was just like, hey, let's give them a street. And so, you know, no one, you know, from where I come from in the neighborhood had that. And so it's just pretty cool. So I really enjoyed it. So I went back last week and kind of took pictures with it, and kind of just chilled around the sign and kind of just thought about all the great memories I had.
Hey, real quick before we let you go, since the NFL, they're sending out all these instructional videos about celebrations and whatnot, and it's, you know, you can't have as much fun. Like, what you gonna do now that you can't shoot a bow and arrow into the air? What are you gonna do at the next level?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna do something though. I got to for my first touchdown. I made it to the the NFL, and I don't know. Something's gonna be new, and I'm gonna figure something out.
All right. Well, we have enjoyed immensely watching you play the last couple of years, and we've enjoyed talking to you, man. All the best to you going forward.
Yeah, definitely. And I know Nick Saban is happy that you're gone. Good luck to you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right,
That's all
be
love.
good.